And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Calls a timeout to stop the clock. Just over 20 seconds to play before halftime. They'll have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. On the run, fires downfield. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down.
Quarterbacks nowadays are so good. With 1 second or 2 seconds, they can make really big plays. But when you give them that much time, my goodness, all of them are going to be successful.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Going to try to get it himself. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to do it here in the 1st half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. And the Longhorns will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He's got great speed. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion. So everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the 1st down. 3rd down coming. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Great place to start for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Got his man out of the backfield. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. to go up top. Bought a little time, lets it go. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Not able to hook up here. Incomplete. The gun wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Trying to bowl his way in. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it out. It's Tate. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. They'll go right back to it. He breaks a tackle. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Quick completion on the out route. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Catches it, passes Dixon, still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Caught behind the line. It's Peoples. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. They just keep firing. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Hey, this offense, man, they talked about it coming out of half. They wanted to get their guy into a rhythm. To do that, man, you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright. He's been hit a lot. He hasn't made that many plays throughout this football game. They got to do a better job of protecting their guy.
Kick the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on third down, and life is much better. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Caught in the backfield, it's Peoples. It's a running one. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Has it again, and here comes the offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. He's going for the big play. Makes a grab deep. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. To the air, it's Manning. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Go to the end zone, picked off.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. From his end zone, he'll go up top. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Smith. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
And would they dare be aggressive on third down this deep in their own territory? Under fire! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Texas offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in...
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
He's got it. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Turning it on. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
How about the defense coming up in the clutch? I need a stop. They can go down the field and tie this game up. I'm in a tough situation. How do I respond? Forcing the turnover. Offense. Go do your thing. Get me a first down. Finish this ball game.
Got it behind the line. It's Smith. Timeout called there by the defense. Desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Back to pass, it's Sayin. That's reeled in, it's Jackson. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Washington. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense.
Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go. So you got to play that deep route. They
breaks into the open. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man,
He'll take a shot. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And the extra point ties the game in the fourth. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Rolling the dice and bringing it out of the end zone did not pay off. He's out of bounds at the 19. their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He leaves it with his back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's got his man, and he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Buys a little time with his feet. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Throws to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, this offense is up against it here. Trailing late in the game, the defense knows they're going to throw the football. First down, they get sacked. 2nd down, incompletion. There's no mystery what's happening here. Quarterback's just going to have to make a play on 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Kick is in the air.
Return goes out of bounds.
This drive from their own 18-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Hauls it in down the sideline. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Four quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
Last completion moved the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw, it's Manning. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
How about the big fella right in the middle of this 3-4 defense getting the pass rush? He just anchors down and just pushes the interior of this offensive line right back into the lap of the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in. Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
First and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. They'll run it on first and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. But jet sweep pass. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Third and goal as they try to punch it in from the doorstep here in overtime. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They stopped him cold in the backfield, and all they needed was inches on third down.
Well, I love the idea by the offense here on third down close to the goal line, trying to get one of their best playmakers in space with the pushbacks. But I love the defense. Understanding where the ball is, great eye discipline, they rally to it, and they get the TFL now setting up fourth down.
Making side adjustments here. Back to pass, it's Manning. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Touchdown, Texas! They take the lead here in overtime. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need, try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. We're like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It's third down, and they need to get it in the end zone to stay in the game here in OT. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Makes the grab on the left. Picks up enough to get them first and 10 from the 13.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jackson. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Gets rid of it. Got it. Touchdown, Ohio State. They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find him, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. They got it! The 2-point conversion, and it's a game winner! What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Dropping back, it's Manning. Pulls it in, it's Moore. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Now on first down from the 28. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to buy time. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds us back in the middle. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. The Longhorns have this offense rolling. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Now facing a third and long. To the air, it's Manning. It's complete to the right. At the 45 on his way. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out of the 40. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Spits it out to the back. It's complete. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. He's just outside the 20-yard line. Stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6. The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Bully ball on 3rd and short. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. They go to the ground. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. Give to the running back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll try to slam it in. He steps and powers and works his way, and they finally get him down at the 2. As they get set to snap it, time winding down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorn!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that was a methodical 17-play drive for the touchdown. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. Pretty good job on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 32-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Puts it out of the air. Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
The give on the inside. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Converts on 4th down. Still going. All ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Flips it out to the back. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Pushes ahead. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has 1 stop. And the Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Pinned deep in their own territory, they'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. The sure hands, it's Moore. Finds a crease at the 20. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
To throw, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
And the Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And it's incomplete on third down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. He's going to run it. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Finding an escape route. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And how about the defense here? Oftentimes in these two-minute type situations, you're just sort of in this prevent mode. You're trying to force the opponent to kick a field goal and not score a touchdown, but they're still being aggressive. They're out there still trying to make plays, and how about that effort creating the takeaway?
Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads it left. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. The Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it while also being cognizant of where you are in the field and making sure you get a foot down inbounds, that's really impressive.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. They'll try to run for it. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Finds his man. It's Peoples. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Looking for a man, it's Sayin. He's moving out of the pocket. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Smith. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Got some room to run. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. To the air on 1st down. Got the back over the middle. It's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Makes a grab on the shot, and he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
Clock winds inside, a minute to play here in the 3rd. To the air, it's Sayed. Pocket breaking down. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
Man, that is not the 3rd down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking left. Pulls it in, the 1st down and more. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Peoples. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Makes a move. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get it. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you can tell, takes it out, good blocking, give them a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys. You see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Graham. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they... There he goes! He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State! He got a step and just dusted the field. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And a little bit extra pressure on this extra point, but it's good, and we're tied. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Moore. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited.
He's loose. Shoved out of bounds after a big game. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Dropping back, it's Manning. Fires left. He makes a catch. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Rushes on him. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Quickly complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be first and goal.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Let's see what he can do with the return. Delivers the stiff arm. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Swings it out to his running back. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And with that incompletion, man, it's go time. Like this offense, there's no more holding back. They've got to have this play. Trailing, they need a big play. Which one on that play call sheet is your go-to play in this moment when I gotta have it?
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Throws for the tight end. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only 1 possession on fourth down, it looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his big tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan, limiting him so far.
Touchdown, Longhorn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Looking downfield. They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Going to swing it on second down. Oh, they're after him. Blasted as he lets it go.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Under fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Dumps it to the back. Complete out of the backfield. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure coming. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. To the air. It's Sayin. Bringing the heat. Just trying to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, you're going to have time to throw.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Floating away. He wants it all. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And it's nice to play defense when you know it's a passing situation. They've got to throw the football. They don't have another option. You could tell they took advantage of that, played great D, broke on the football, and forced the INT and put one.
Oh, what a hook. Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. They knock him down in the end zone. That'll be a safety and put an exclamation point on this one.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Find some fresh air. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get